I want to talk about our health topic today because at 4:30 we have a special guest joining us. Sam is going to be joining us from Greska's C60. Sam Greska will be joining us. We're going to have a little chat about Carbon 60, and he's going to share some things that he knows about Carbon 60, why it's so important. I use Carbon 60 every day for detox because we are swimming in a toxic soup here, and it's just one of those things that's easy to do and provides some protection against toxins. So stay tuned for at 4:30 for Sam Greska to join us. It's going to be a fun conversation. And so today I want to talk a little bit about prostate, and get a lot of questions about prostate. And it seems like, again, the generalized thinking when it comes to prostate is that it's just something that happens when you get older and there's really nothing you can do about it. And I'm here to say no. There's actually a lot you can do about it. You can eat for inflammation. You can eat to take down inflammation, and a diet that's rich in vegetables, things like broccoli, cauliflower, tomatoes are great. Healthy fats like omega-3s, even walnuts, things like that. Research proves that they have all been shown to lower prostate inflammation and oxidative stress. Avoiding fried foods, avoiding refined oils and sugars, high carbohydrate diets. It all boils down into, inflammation. And then men end up with enlarged and irritated prostates. So one thing you can do right away is diet, right? Cut out all of the ultra processed foods. The other thing you can do is support detoxification and liver function. So the liver metabolizes hormones like estrogen and like testosterone. And when it's sluggish, and it gets sluggish from an overconsumption of things like carbohydrates and sugar, it can cause something called fatty liver. But even when it's just sluggish, hormone imbalance can stress the prostate. So making sure that you get some greens, right? Greens are kind of like the little sponges too. Polyphenols. I love polyphenols. The darker, the richer the color, the more powerful it is in terms of being an antioxidant. So you can use things like greens. You can take fiber. You can, fiber in fruit and vegetables. Start the day with some lemon water, and also support your liver, right? So we have a wonderful liver DTX complex that offers liver support with things like turmeric and dandelion root, all those wonderful things. So first thing though is diet, right? Diet. The other thing is moving every day. So regular physical movement improves your circulation to the pelvic area, and it also balances insulin, right? We've talked about insulin a ton on here. I feel like it's like I'm beating a drum all the time about insulin resistance. But both circulation is key to prostate and hormone health. So not just walking, if you can add in some strength training, sitting for long periods of time can also worsen congestion around the prostate. So you want to make sure that you're getting around and getting mobile. Okay. You're not just sitting all the time, such a big thing. There's a lot of evidence-based nutrients that help your prostate. One is zinc. Okay. It's concentrated in prostate tissue, and deficiency of zinc is linked to prostate enlargement. So that's pretty interesting. Saw Palmetto, wonderful. Oh gosh, there's a whole book on this that I read. It would just disgust you. Did you know that the natural supplement industry was making saw palmetto, and they wanted to be able to say, hey, this promotes healthy prostate on their labels, right? Wouldn't you know it if your government, I'm sure, fueled by lobbyists, actually lobbied against that. Now, this is backed by paper upon paper upon paper. Saw Palmetto for prostate? Like, this is given. This is very mainstream type of information. And yet it was blocked so that it cannot be put on the label of saw Palmetto that it is helpful for prostate health. Like, it just blows your mind, you know? They're going out of their way to make sure that you do not connect to real solutions for health and that you have to be reliant on pharmaceuticals. They're going out of their way to do that. They're paying for it. They're paying for it. Gosh, this is one of so many supplements. There's like a laundry list, you know, we have to be so careful about what we say about supplements because, you can't make claims. And I'm not making claims, you know. Go into the NIH website and type in saw Palmetto. It's right there. But how dare you put it on a label or allow a company to put it on a label and then put it on a shelf in a store? No. It's too accessible for you. You can't make critical decisions for yourself. No. We gotta, that's dangerous. It's insane, you guys. Lycopene and vitamin E for antioxidant defense as well. And of course, you want your omega-3s because omega-3s are so important for inflammation. Also polyphenols, so things like our cellular reset can be wonderful for this as well. Managing your stress and your cortisol. Chronic stress raises cortisol levels, okay, and disrupts your hormone balance. The thing about hormones is that, when one's off, they're all off. That's kind of the thing. And so, high cortisol, especially chronic cortisol, disrupts hormone balance, and it just has an impact on prostate health as well. So you've got to come up with a system to manage stress. I know, men are like, I'm a man. I don't, stress. I have stress, but I'm a man. I'll just deal with it. No, it's energy. Stress is energy. That's all it is, right? And stress comes from where you are, right? Where you are, the space between where you are and where you want to be or what you need, right? That's stress, the space in between what you have or where you are and what you need and where you need to be. And it's like where you think you need to be, where you want to be. That's where the stress comes from, is the space in between that. And you need a way to dispel that energy, to get it out of your body. Some people, if you ask them, where do you hold your stress? Where's your stress? Oh, it's here in my abdomen, Some people, it's right here in the solar plexus. Some people, it's in the throat, But if you had to locate where you carry, or maybe it's on the back of your neck and your shoulders, right? Where do you carry your stress? That's energy. And what happens when we have kind of like a buildup of energy in a space? It's like I always say, it's congestion in the body. It's congestion, whether it's inflammation, whether it's, tension in your shoulders or whatever, it's congestion. And the body's signaling, hey, you got some congestion here. And stress is no different. So locate your stress and practice breathing it out. Things like, I personally like transcendental meditation rather than just plain old meditation. I've talked about that, I think, here this week on the show, about kind of like taking time to kind of dive underneath the water, get a little silence, right? With no inputs. It's a wonderful practice. Of course, prayer is a great practice. Even just, getting out in nature and connecting to nature. Hug a tree, quite literally. This all calms the nervous system and supports the hypothalamic pituitary gondolal axis. So that's the kind of the brain access, right, to the prostate. It supports that nervous system, right? You got to build the nervous system up to be able to eliminate stress. It's just an energy charge. Stress is just an energy. So you got to move it through the body. Eliminate endocrine disruptors, plastics, pesticides, synthetic fragrances, laundry detergent, right? Dryer sheets. These things mimic estrogen and they also interfere with testosterone metabolism. So use non-toxic cleaners. This is an easy lifestyle shift. We have a wonderful line of clean products on our product line website, but avoid microwaving plastic, of course. Avoid plastic water bottles on a daily basis. Store your food in glass whenever possible. I learned, even those plastic coffee cups, or the paper coffee cups, they are lined with a kind of a wax of plastic. And even cans. Aluminum cans are aligned with plastic as well. So get the plastic out of your life. Look for places where it may be infiltrating. Prioritize sleep. During deep sleep, testosterone production and cellular repair peak. Poor sleep, late nights, raises inflammation and hormone imbalance. You want to shoot for 7 to 8 and get some magnesium glycinate to help with that. Stay tuned. Sam Greska is up with us next. We'll be right back.